Experts say this is a step in setting the gold standard for advancing the field in a responsible way. Here to weigh in is Teresa Payton, former Chief Information Officer for the George W. Bush administration. Teresa, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, set up, why is this an important executive order?
Yeah, I just have to say, finally, a bold move on this. This is monumental. Donald Trump is putting America first, and it's about time to see this issue elevated, because we are in a global race here. To see it elevated within the first week of his presidency as a top priority is monumental. Here's the thing. We are in a race with the rest of the world, and the nation that leads in AI will dominate the global economy and set the gold standard for ethical and innovative tech for generations to come.
And so what are the pitfalls that an executive order like this can address?
Well, for starters, what I would love to see President Trump do next is tell everybody that owes him a plan that they need to accelerate the plan. We're already behind. The second thing I would love to see President Trump direct everybody to do is to focus on transparency of the technology. So just as he's sitting there hours and hours live streaming every executive order he's signing, explaining it to the American public, to the press, what he's signing, that type of sunlight and transparency in the Oval Office on those executive orders is exactly what's needed today in AI. For most people, it is a black box. And when you have a black box, you don't have transparency into the data and how algorithms are making important decisions.
So one of the first things that Trump did was he scrapped an earlier order by Joe Biden. What was wrong with that order?
Well, it's not necessarily that things were wrong with that order. It's just that that order wasn't serving America the way America needs to be served. It was a bit regulatory burden heavy. And we already have so many regulatory burdens on technology. Layering on more is not the answer. I'm in full agreement with the White House. They've mentioned that for every new regulation they put into place, they're going to get rid of 10. Layering on, if you think about remodeling your house, when you know you need to replace the wood on the exterior of your house, you don't just paint over it because you know you need to replace the wood. So it's time for fresh wood before you put on the paint. And that's the best analogy I can use. So getting rid of the old executive order that wasn't serving us, putting a new one in, being very bold out of the gate first week is really what's needed.